Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cole. I love fun, colourful makeup, so if you do too, you're in the right place. Today, oh, I love a new Cosmic Beauty drop. Today we're going to be trying the Smoulder Palette from Cosmic Beauty, and I am excited. This for me is the kind of grungy, smoky nude palette that I know I'm going to reach for quite a lot. Today we're just going to be doing my first impressions on this, and I'm so excited. It looks absolutely beautiful. I've seen loads of people do some really interesting looks with it. I think this for me is like one of those neutral palettes with a twist, which if I'm gonna wear neutral palettes, that's what I want from them. So obviously, as always, we are going to start off with some eyeshadow primer. We're still on the Beauty Bay one. This is getting there, I think. We're almost empty. Only I would roll something into a project pan for them to then discontinue it, because I really like this eyeshadow primer. But I think it looks like we're going back to Old Faithful Urban Decay Primer Potion after this one, because they've discontinued this, which I don't really understand, because I've seen a lot of people, like, there's a bit of kind of, not uproar that it's gone, but there's a lot of people disappointed they've discontinued it. I'm just blending this out with this little kind of small round top brush from MUA. I normally use like a flatter brush, but I've been really liking this to just diffuse out my eyeshadow primer. Okay, now I washed my brushes. However, I did also treat myself to one of the Cosmic Beauty sets. I haven't used their brushes before, but I'm trying to kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Trying to kind of like work on my eyeshadow brush collection and kind of get it to where I've got everything that I want. Now, you guys know I love a small eyeshadow brush. These are all quite little, so I'm excited. I like a smaller brush because I just find it easier to do more kind of like graphic looks with it. So I think we're going to start off with a CB4, which is a very, very fine fluffy brush. And what do I want to do today? Do we want to use like the bluey greeny? Yeah, of course we do. Let's start off with this shade here called Charisma, because we're definitely putting that on today, which is the shade Ignite. I've swatched it a couple of times. Like since this came, I just keep swatching it because it's just so pretty. And we're going to start off with Charisma, and we're going to go, I think I might do a halo eye today, but I'm still going to take this all through the crease. Oh, that's a really interesting colour. It's kind of like a grey mint. And we're just going to take this through my socket line. I'm so excited to try these shimmers. They seem really, really like, they look kind of textured in the pan, and I'm really excited about that. I love kind of a different kind of shimmer. I really like this brush. If you guys want to see like my favourite eyeshadow brushes for kind of like graphic and kind of more in-depth looks, let me know, because there's a certain, like, there's a couple of brands that I absolutely love for kind of a more like smaller brush, like the Poppy and Fluff ones. Oh, so good for this kind of look. Honestly, we're going to Pizza Express this afternoon with my brother and sister-in-law and our little nephew. Is this look gonna be too much for Pizza Express? I'm almost guaranteeing it. Although my favourite thing to do is wear like really glam makeup and then I just like dress it down with some jeans. I'm like, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. What an interesting shade. I really like this. It's kind of like a sage green mint. Right, I am just going to take, this is the CB one, which is kind of like a fluffier brush. I'm just going to go around the edges of this green. Not that it really needs it. Honestly, one day I'm going to do an eyeshadow look video where I don't go out for frame once. Today's not that day, but one day we will do it. I'm just going to put a little bit more on the inner corners. Right, okay, let's start building up our halo. This is the CB3, which is like a pencil brush, and I think I'm going to start with this shade here called Spontaneous, which is like a greyish blue. And we're just going to start building this. As per usual, other than that Ignite shade, I haven't swatched any of these yet, so we're just going in kind of gently with everything. I definitely feel like this is the kind of palette that could make you look like you've got a bruise. One thing I am a little concerned about this palette with, I find Cosmic Brushes blacks very, very messy. I feel like they tend to almost like crumble in the pan. They're like beautiful shadows to work with, like one of the best blacks I have in my collection, but they do tend to kind of break down in the pan and they can be very messy. So I'm a little concerned that this palette is going to end up super duper messy. I know Gabby from Gabriella Francis, I'll leave her channel link down below, she's actually taken the blacks out of most of her Cosmic Brushes palettes, or Cosmic Beauty, whatever we're calling them now, because they are so messy. So it isn't just me, and obviously like hers travelled to Portugal, so there's kind of a bit more of an excuse for them to kind of be a bit crumbly, but mine are not going that far. They're definitely not getting on an aeroplane. So yeah, I'm a little bit concerned that this is going to be another one of their palettes that's very, very messy. It seems to just be the matte black as well, like my Gothic palette with the black with the like purple shimmers in. That one seems fine. That one seems a bit more stable. Okay, love this shade. That's beautiful. Okay, I am just going to give that brush just a wipe off on a flannel. And then I think we're going to do Sensual next, which is this one here, which again is like a bluey grey. And we're going to put this in the very outer corner. I'm going to leave plenty of lid space today for some shims, because I'm feeling extra today. I want a lot of shims. You're actually lucky. I was like, I could do glitter, and I could do like gems with this palette, and I was like, no. We are going to Pizza Express. Kind of used to being stared at funny for my makeup, but that might be too far even for me. Glitter and gems might be too much for Pizza Express. Would I wear glitter and gems to the supermarket? Probably. Right, we're going to go back in with that small brush and back in with Charisma. We're just going to... Also, what I love about this palette is it's giving kind of book talk names. There's a shade called Slow Burn, and I'm like, I see what you're doing there, Faye. I see what you are doing there. Okay, and then I'm going to take the teeny tiny pencil brush from the set. This is the CB5, and we are going to go into that black called Chemistry, and literally just putting this along the lash line of the outer corner. Oh, so pigmented as always. I'm actually going to take this all the way along, just so there's a bit of depth where we're going to put the shimmers. I'm not going to worry about blending it or anything, because the shimmers are going to cover the majority of it. I just want a little bit there just to add a bit of depth to the lash line. Oh, this pencil brush is perfect for this job. Absolutely perfect for this job. And that black is insanely pigmented. Right, we're going to go back in with the bigger pencil brush, the number 3. I'm going to go back into that Spontaneous shade, which is the first darker shade we put down. I'm just going to use this on the edges. Make sure it's not kind of got covered up. Just to add a little bit of kind of something lighter before we put the shimmers on. Right, again. Okay, we haven't got a rounded flat brush in this set, so I'm going to use this one. This is the CB7, which normally I would use for either cutting the crease or putting something in my waterline. But we're going to use it today for these shimmers. I think I'm going to go first into Magnetism, which is this one here. To be fair, actually, this might really work for Halo Eye. I'm just going to put this one just along the edges of where the mattes end. This one kind of looks in the pan to be more like a traditional shimmer shade, but it's very, very metallic on the lid. Bearing in mind, I'm using the tiniest amount there. Like, literally, that is what I'm putting on my face. My brain's like, put more on. I'm like, no, no brain. Right, okay, we are going to use Ignite now. Oh, she looks so pretty. I think I'm going to try it on a brush. I might switch my finger. Ooh, okay. She's more pinky than I was expecting her to be. Okay. Definitely more pink. That looks really pretty put on with the brush. It looks really kind of diffused. Am I gonna go in and build it up? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I also actually really like this flat brush for Oh, that is so many different shades. Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to go with my finger. It picked up fine on the brush, but I want this. That is my one thing about halo eyes. Doesn't matter how long my nails are, I still use my fingers. In my Beauty Bay Desert Haze video, my friend Jem was like, from Just Jem, I'll link it below again. Was like, Cole, use your finger. I was like, baby girl, I cannot. I like eyeballs at the end of my eye look. Right, we're just going to go back into Spontaneous. I'm just going to make sure that is a little bit blended. That shade is so reflective. I kind of want to try that now, like over the top of one of the blues, because I think it will pull out the blue more in it. Definitely looks blue in some lights, but there's quite a lot of pink to it as well, which I think is really cool because obviously you've got the pinks at the top as well. I like. Right, I'm going to go back in with this CB1 and we're going to go in with a tiny bit of Charisma. Just to do like a once over blend. The big question is though, what am I going to do in my inner corner? Do I want to do, maybe I will put like Charisma down and then see what Ignite looks like over it on that brush, but I do want a very smoky lower lash line. Okay, as you can see, heavy on the black, heavy on the black. We are then going to take the larger pencil brush, the number 3, and I'm going to take Spontaneous, I think, which again is that kind of medium bluey grey. And we're just going to use this to smoke out the black. Like the difference between non-smoked out black on the lower lash line and like blended smoked out black on the lower lash line is just night and day, honestly. And then I'm just gonna go kind of on the outer corner and just kind of round it off and blend it all in together. Right, okay, inner corner time, possibly my favourite time. Is this gonna clash? Nope, thank God, because I want to use it. This is Swoon, absolutely beautiful. This from the swatch looks like it is just like a white. Oh, hello, hello sparkles. That is almost like, it's kind of giving like Urban Decay Moon Dust vibes. Kind of like diffused sparkliness of it. That is really pretty. Okay, that is stunning. Right, let's get these lashes on. I did bring out some waterliner, but I think we're gonna leave it for today. What? Cole doing a look without water activated liner? I feel like it's rare these days. Very rare. Right, okay, let's give ourselves a little hairspray because I'm trying to finish this. I do not like this. You might as well just buy Elna, but you know. think we are actually almost done. I think it's probably got one spray left in it, so right. Let's see what's going on in the fringe department. It's not great. It's not great. Anyway, I feel like that was a little bit chaotic. I don't know. But anyway, Cosmic Beauty Smoulder. I really like this look. It's really pretty. The shimmers were beautiful, matte blended great. The black definitely feels like it's slightly different. It's definitely less powdery, I think, which hopefully means it's not going to break down in the palette. So fingers crossed with that one. I cannot wait to play with this some more. It's really pretty. I'm actually excited to use the browns. Who even am I? But anyway, let me know, did you get this palette? Did you skip out on it? I know there's a couple of people who are like ride or die Cosmic Beauty stands with me who actually skipped on this one. So let me know if you picked it up. Let me know what you think of it if you did. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe. And if you want to make sure you never miss another video, hit the bell icon and YouTube will notify you next time I post. You've been fabulous. I've been Coleoftheball, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!